am Mehmet Provost. Welcome to All of We TV. We're at Walkers by the Sea for what is a monumental event. The Democratic Party uniting for what the candidates promised during the election, actually going into the primary election, promising unity posts. That's what they are doing today. They're bringing that to life. We're going to see highlights of this event and get some reactions from people in attendance. Stay tuned.
Today is a huge day for the Virgin Islands, a monumental day for the Democratic Party, as we are truly taking a major step, one that we haven't seen in many, many years, whereas we are really prepared to illustrate and demonstrate true unity for the Virgin Islands and Virgin Islands politics. You know, I sat here and I was thinking for a second. We've shaped it up in a number of different ways, but because we believe in a better tomorrow, we are now officially all in to change course now.
Calling all Democrats. Let's win this in November 6th in one shot by changing course now. Change course now.
Really congratulating all three of us up here. We made a commitment and we are here to live up to our commitment. Selflessness, and that is important. I want to say this is very important, and I reflect on the last presidential election when Bernie Sanders lost and his people were emotionally hurt, emotionally distraught, wounded, and they stayed home. A lot of them stayed home. And because of that, today we have Trump. But that is not, the critical thing here, the lesson here, because of that, he has the ability to appoint perhaps 3 Supreme Court justices, all because people stayed home. And so I want to, through the sound of my voice, wherever I'm at, or wherever you are, to communicate this is very important. Through the journey, there are going to be bumps and bruises, but the most important thing is the rainbow sits at the destination. The end of the journey is the destination. The destination here is about getting the Democratic Party represented by the Bryan Roach team elected. And I'm asking people who supported me, who supported Dawson, to come out and participate. Don't stay home. Because on the larger scale, for the U.S., it's a Supreme Court, and we all know the important role they play. On the local level, it is basically our life. It is that important. It is that grave.
But it is truly now a time for peace and a time for us to come together. Democrats, nationally and locally, have a reputation that when they form a firing squad, they form it in a circle. Stop to think about it, right? A circular firing squad is not beneficial to anybody, and it certainly is not beneficial to Democrats, because we all get killed in the crossfire. After the August 4th primary, Allie, myself, and Albert are committed to having a firing squad. But guess what? All of the weapons are going to be pointed outward to the true enemy of the people of the Virgin Islands. So today, as you embark on the first leg of that relay, you have my pledge, Angel E. Dawson Jr., and the pledge of my campaign and our campaign workers to support the Bryan Roach team so that you will be successful in running that first leg to restore the Virgin Islands to all that we know that it can be. Because we still believe in a better tomorrow. God bless you. God bless you all.
I respect Albert for a number of different reasons. But one of the main reasons I really appreciate Albert is that he represents the Virgin Islands fully. Born in St. Thomas, raised in St. Croix, it is now time for us to not only unify the Democratic Party, but actually unify the Virgin Islands.
You know, when we started this, we believed in a better tomorrow. We believed that Virgin Islanders could have a better place, could have a better government, more opportunities. Because when my kids come to me and ask me, Daddy, why do the schools look like that? And how do you expect kids, students, to learn in those types of environments? I feel that. When I go to those grocery stores and I see the price of chicken, meat, rice, I ask myself, how do other families in the Virgin Islands afford to do it? How do we go on for years and years without adjusting salaries and paying people what they deserve and then really investing in our future? I said, you know, Albert, you have to go Allie to work for a better Virgin Islands, and that better tomorrow that we believe in. The one word I want everyone to get used to is historic, because we're going to be doing some things that are historic. And my good friend Bobby Connor yesterday at the Democratic meeting said, this is historic. There has never been a Democratic primary where all the participants come out and support the Democratic candidate, the nominee to be the next one. I say historic because we have learned now that we can disagree without fighting. Because it's okay to disagree. We don't have to be angry at one another. Whether we differ on policies or our perspectives, we respected each other's position. We're going to be historic because we're going to show people that you can finish an election and still embrace your teams. That you don't have to be discriminatory because somebody did not support you. But you must recognize that none of us work for a governor. We work for the people of the Virgin Islands. We're going to unite our Democratic Party, but not just the Democratic Party, the entire Virgin Islands, because it's going to take all of us to get it right. We're not just going to have Republican for Bryan Roach and the Democratic Party, or independents for Bryan Roach. We're going to have Mapais for Bryan Roach. I want to make sure that I don't end this without telling you that a united Democratic Party cannot be defeated. We don't have to worry about them. They have to worry about us. And to let you know that this is just the beginning. We have lots of work to do and many roads before we sleep. But we need your help. We need each and every one of you within the sound of your voice to commit to a new Democratic Party, to commit to a new Virgin Islands, to commit to a vision that we can truly be and have a Virgin Islands for every one of us. But to do that, all you have to do is change course now.
I'd just like to say hello to the U.S. Virgin Islands. My name is Andrew A. Foy from the British Virgin Islands, the leader of the opposition and the chairman of the Virgin Islands Party, and also in the BVI, the first district representative. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm just visiting. I came in to see a historic event where you saw that all of those who lost in the primary in the USVI election for the Democratic side have come together to support the Bryan Roach team. I think that is always important when persons who are in a war, especially a political war, can put their differences aside for the greater good. So I think it's something good for the Virgin Islands overall. I wish them all the best. We are one Virgin Islands, so when one sneezes, the other one catches a cold. So once we unite one area and we unite the other area, then we can be able to unite the entire Virgin Islands, British and US, because our history is very strong. So I just want to say congratulations to all those who organized this, and even to the persons who are involved, because being in politics for many years, I know that a lot of ego gets involved. So to know that they have put aside all their egos for what's best for the Virgin Islands, I think is what really has made this historic. And I want to say that although they're separate as fingers, they have now become one as a hand in fighting for what's best for the Virgin Islands. So all the best for the US Virgin Islands, and I'll continue to do my best with my team over in the British Virgin Islands so that we can continue to unite over there, and we unite here for one Virgin Islands so that we can always move forward ever and backwards never.
Greetings and good morning, and God bless us all. I'm New York City Council Member Andy King from District 12, representing the Boogie Down Bronx. Down here, part of our Black Latino Legislative Labor Retreat. We've been doing it for the last 4 years in the island of St. Thomas, picking the United States Virgin Islands as a place of comfort, relaxation, but more important, to rejuvenate ourselves, to return back to New York, to serve the people who elected us. Today is a spectacular day here in the United States Virgin Islands, as we see, as I call them, Big Al and Brother Roach getting together to making sure they unify themselves to lead the new wave of democratic agenda here for the United States Virgin Islands. The greatest weapon against the devil and the enemy is unification through the Spirit of Christ. This is what was happening today in the United States Virgin Islands. We have brothers and sisters coming together after having a spirit having a great fight to making sure that they have a change agenda for the United States Virgin Islands. I'm proud of the unification that's happening here. We will do our part in supporting how we can support from the mainland. That's why we're here today, for humanitarian relief, to help out, clean up, hand out food, do whatever we can. More importantly, invest in the economy to make the Virgin Islands, United States Virgin Islands, that much more stronger as they continue to rebuild after the storm. The Lord always says your greatest effort to give back to one is being our brothers and sisters keepers. Well, that's what we're doing today, and we're participating in that. And remember, people pay attention to people who participate. And if no one told you today, God loves you and the United States Virgin Islands. God bless and be well. Peace. Your Council Member Andy King.